want justice for your family member.
Getting somewhere. Well, guess what? My argument is simple, Tiffany. All I want is justice for my people. I want the people that caused this harm and this trauma and this pain and this hurt towards my people to know what it feels like. Right. I want them to know what it feels like to have their sons and daughters taken from them. I want them to know what it feels like to have their fathers to be sent into prison for a crime that they didn't even commit. I want them to know what it feels like to see their mother on drugs, man. And that is justice according to God.
You gotta come back to your God. In America, the white man can sell all the drugs he wants to. As soon as he feels like it, he'll legalize crack. So this is what you do. You go to Planned Parenthood and you tell them to kill all the white babies and to leave my damn babies alone. How about that?
That your pastor would never tell you. Your pastor would never tell you that you're a murderer. That you're a filthy, disgusting scum of the earth. That you want to kill an innocent child. The son's gone.
Don't touch him. You back up. Take a step. Take a step. One step. There you go. Let him come. Because if he crossed that line, it's on him. I just want it on camera. And I want everybody else to see what the brother looks like, man. He is red and heavy all over. Hey. Stand down. Stand down. Stand down. Stand down. Stand down. Hey, recover. Recover.
Hey, open up. Yeah, about some show. What's going on? Islam is rare. What you waiting for? You know, a couple of people get in this joint. Yahawashadah Shabrak thumb to the brothers. Yahawashadah Shabrak to the sisters. This is the ISUPK Orlando Saturday class. We are the ISUPK. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Journey Yohana. And this is the Saturday Orlando official class. I'm your teacher, precinct officer, 500 CHAANAK YAHAWADAH. Hope everybody doing all right. Hope everybody doing well. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on in the world, man. A lot going on, y'all. As we get into our class today, bringing out that you should know who your enemies are. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. As we see, I mean, how many of y'all seen what happened in South Carolina? You know, with the boy, with the young man getting unalived by Chinese dude. You seen that? And he was found not guilty. Now, there's another young brother fighting for his life. Uh, there's another brother fighting for his life, Carmelo Anthony, because he protected himself and unalived a few oppressors that tried to lynch him. Now he's fighting with the all-white jury. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got mixed feelings about that. You know what I mean? And of course, you know, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And so are the Chinese. And so are any other heathen that's on this earth that's using the oppressive system to get away with unaliving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Know what I mean? So, you know, we just gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? And educate our people on what's going on and how to move about in this warfare, in this kingdom that oppressor has right now. Before we get into that, is there any questions? Any questions online? Anybody got any questions? All right, so ain't nobody got no questions. No questions about anything. Nobody online. Nothing about nothing. All right, let's get into this topic then. Because we disobeyed the Lord brought us into captivity in America, like we were in captivity in Egypt with our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? So not only did he bring us into captivity, he put a ruthless set of people to punish us for disobeying the Most High. Now, the Lord did that to punish us because we disobeyed him, and it was supposed to be for a time. But your oppressor took it upon himself to say, nah, he gonna prolong it. The Lord had never intended for us to be into captivity this long. But at the same time, we didn't seek his face and turn back from our evil ways. and start following the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. So that's why it happened this way. Nevertheless, we've been here so long under this oppression to that being oppressed has become the norm for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We try so hard to be a part of this place, and this place also always shows us that we're not a part of it, that we'll never be a part of this kingdom, that they only see us one way, and that is a people to be ruled, and to a people to be stepped on, and a people to be treated whatever kind of way they want to treat us. And in this process, you're starting to realize that in America, there are two judicial systems. There's white justice for the oppressors, and then there's Black justice, which we don't get. You know what I mean? Nothing is the same when it comes to, that courtroom for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans against white folks. Now look at this. This is a prime example. About 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, a young white man unalived his stepsister on a cruise ship, I believe. They had been looking for him, or whatever the case. They found him. They knew that he unalived her and everything. He was able to be sent home with his parents. He bonded out. They gave him to the custody of his parents to await trial at home, or whatever the case may be, till he go to start going to court. A young brother named Carmelo Anthony defended himself against 4 oppressors, 4 little white kids that tried to lynch him, and he had to stay in jail for a while. A young brother by the name of Cyrus was unalived by a Chinese store owner who ran him down and shot him for saying that he stole a bottle of water, a 99-cent bottle of water. He was found not guilty. There is a difference between them and you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American. I want you to understand this, because America have been showing you since we've been here that we'll never be a part of this kingdom. They have been showing you that they have no love for you. They have been showing you that you are not equal to them in their eyes. You're not. No matter how many degrees you have, no matter how rich you get, no matter how much you show them that you're willing to do whatever it takes to be acknowledged by them, they still will show you that they just don't want to deal with Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They keep and continue to show you. And the thing is, our people are still looking for love from our oppressors. They still seek it. Even though they show you time after time after time that you'll never get that. A feeling of being wanted by the people that hate you is such a disease that our people have to overcome. And the way you overcome it is by following Christ, following the Lord. Christ said, love one another as we love ourselves. If we did that, we wouldn't be searching and seeking the love from our oppressors, because we'll have our own love. We'll love each other like the Lord told us to. But being that we don't do that is the reason why some people still search for the love for, the so-called white man. You know what I mean? So we're going to bring out some scriptures that identifies, our oppressor as our enemies, because the Lord warned us that it would be so. And, you know, we didn't take heed to it. So the first scripture I want to get is Deuteronomy 7:6. You got it? If we can be able to read that, let's get to it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people.
For thou art a holy people. The Lord said you are a separate people. From the beginning, the Lord always wanted us to be separate. You know what I mean? He always wanted us to be separate. And he always distinguished his people against everybody else. You know what I mean? He always did that. Keep going.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord chose us. The Lord chose us to be a special people unto himself. Now, one of the tools of our oppressor, one of the tools of our enemies to tell us that we're not special, that we're nobody. We deserve to be enslaved. We deserve to be however they treated us. We're nobody. They didn't even say that we was 3/4 of a man. They didn't even think that we was a human being. They thought we was property, and they treated us as such. But the Lord called us special. You know what I mean? So we always have to remember, no matter what your oppressors say, the Lord said that you special. You know what I mean? Keep going.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord chose you and you special, and you for himself. The Lord chose you to be his people. He chose you to be his and his only, nobody else's. You don't belong to your oppressor. You don't belong to your slave master. You don't belong to your job. You belong to the Lord. Keep going.
A special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
All people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that's upon the face of the earth. And that's what we should be doing. That's how we should be interacting. You know what I mean? How the hell did they get on here? Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Hey, Sean,
What's going on?
not too much, sir. Thanks, Walt.
Hold on, 1 second. How did this picture with Officer Magazar get on there?
Like, I'm not sure.
Did you see it?
Yeah, Khan, I see what you're talking about.
Who is this other person on here?
So, like, I seen the username in the YouTube comments. That might be who that is.
I'm trying to figure out how this joint got up on here. One second, y'all. Shit, we gotta get in this joint. So like it, y'all. I'm gonna take that background because then it'll be.
You wanna take out the whole background?
Yeah, so it could be on. So it could be on that. One second, y'all. Bear with us. All right, we back, y'all. Come on, brother. Gotta go out. It's right there by the elevator. All right, so yeah, finish up on that script.
You want me to get up on the top?
Yeah. Who's on there?
But thou art a holy people until the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has you can hear.
So like, yeah, it should be good now. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. So the Lord told us that he chose us to be upon everybody that's on the face of the earth. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And are we not treated as such? No, we're not. We treat it as the bottom of the barrel. You know what I mean? And you can go and you can see this by what's going on in the world today. Look at what happened to the young man Cyrus in South Carolina. Look at what happened to Carmelo Anthony. He fighting for his life against, oppressors that's tried to lynch him. And he fighting against an all-white jury. You know what I'm saying? Natasha back in 1996 got killed by a Chinese person, store owner, shot in the head, and they don't get no justice. You know what I mean? We don't get no justice. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. No justice for that. You know what I mean? Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Because now you need to understand, like, no matter how much, matter of fact, go to Proverbs 11 and 21 first. You know what I mean? Or one or the other.
Proverbs 11 and what?
Proverbs 11 and 21.
Read
Go ahead.
the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand,
Though hand join in hand, though you join your oppressor, though you think just because your oppressor give you a high position in his corporation, just because he let you marry his daughter or marry his son or live in his neighborhood and things like that, you know what I mean? Though hand join in hand, just because you join with your oppressor, you know what I'm saying? And you call yourself a good abiding citizen of America. You pay your taxes, you vote, you do all this and that. You're trying to show your oppressor that, hey, I can be one of you. I can be a good slave. I can be a good this. I can be a good that. Though hand join in hand, go ahead.
though hand join in hand,
Mm-hmm.
the wicked shall not be unpunished. The wicked.
The wicked should not go unpunished. Who is the wicked? We have Proverbs 11 and 21, bro. Who is the wicked?
Good.
Go ahead.
Esau.
Esau. Your oppressor is the wicked. Look at all the wicked things he's doing. Look how he turned the black community upside down with violence and drugs and poverty. You know what I mean? If there were jobs and sustainable living in our neighborhoods, if they just left us alone and let us tend to our own neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying? Minus the drugs, it wouldn't be no drugs or crime. It'll be like how it was back in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 50s when we took care of each other. Where you couldn't do nothing without the whole neighborhood knowing. Mm-hmm. When you couldn't go and be running up and down the street all crazy without somebody getting on your tail, and then when you got home, you got your tail whooped again. Whatever was respect for your elders. You know what I'm saying? When we treated each other like we was the same. But when we started involving the oppressor, that's when division began to come. When you start including your enemy into your affairs and your business, that's when everything went south. It said, though you join hand in hand, the wicked should not go unpunished. Now look at what happens to our sisters. They joining with these white men, these oppressors, thinking that they're gonna have a better life because they say, oh, they pay bills. Black men pay bills too. Black men love their children too. Black men love their wives too. Black men take care of their household too. But your oppressor, which is your enemy, have created this illusion that they do it better when they have the highest divorce rate. You know what I'm saying? And now they unaliving our sisters that's joining with them thinking that they're going to have a better life. And our sisters ain't nothing but a trophy to them, to disregard and do as they please. That's it on that script.
The wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Right. We are the seed of the righteous. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. If you turn back and go and follow the Lord, you are called the seed of the righteous. You know what I mean? You ain't as like the Lord, like Christ said, you are the seed of your father, which is your oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Because your oppressor invented drugs, invented the gangster life, the criminal mind, the criminal ways, because that's all he is a criminal. He's a thief. He's a vagabond. Mm-hmm. He's a murderer from the beginning. That's right. You adopted, you took on his ways because it worked for him, but it don't work for you. A person can get caught with a kill cocaine and do 6 months in the county. You get caught with a diary robbery, you're doing 10 to 15 years in prison. It ain't gonna work for you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. His system wasn't built to work in your benefit. Know what I mean? And don't get caught up in the hype because they make these movies of these famous drug dealers and stuff like that. Because in the end, they all go to jail and they all tell on each other.
But
And guess how they made their riches? Off other black poor people that look just like them. How many lives they destroyed to have that name, Frank Lucas? You know what I'm saying? Maserati Rick. What his name is? Maserati? The dude from Miami?
Rick Ross.
Yeah, the dude that was with Rick Ross. Name some big time boys from Tampa. Anybody? Y'all know anybody? Y'all don't know anybody?
nah, I really wasn't nobody big time like that.
You know what I'm saying? But we all know, you know what I'm saying? We seen the movies.
Sloppy.
Go ahead.
But it was a lot of Italians in Tampa. A lot of Italians and mostly Italians that came down here, and they was like the most big time out of everybody.
Yeah, and they made they wealth off of the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
And they offered black people some, you know, positions in their orchestration, but not no high ranking position. Just to keep up. They hired what you call them? Overseers.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they was. You know what I'm saying? Drop that, go to Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy.
Therefore what?
Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent your enemies against you. You should serve your enemies. Ain't that what we're doing right now? Have we been serving our enemies for 400 plus years? We still doing it to this day.
Right.
Everything we do, we serving our enemies. When we go to his slave, we go to his work. When we pay our bills, we got to pay it to him. When we buy groceries, we got to buy it from him. And the food there ain't half as real as it used to be. They got all kind of cancerous chemicals in it. Right. Your enemy is trying to destroy you all around the board. Any way he can, he's trying to destroy you. And the Lord said, we're going to serve our enemies because we didn't want to serve him. We didn't want to be special and chosen. We wanted to be like a nothing people, like a people that was nothing. Because it looked like what they was doing was better than what we was doing. But like they say, the grass ain't green on the other side. We were supposed to rule this whole earth. But instead of wanting to be rulers, we wanted to be servants.
Right.
Because we started following the other gods. We started following the other nations and doing what they was doing. So the Lord said, all right, since you don't want to be a king, you don't want to be a ruler, be a servant. See how that worked out for you. Has it worked out for us? Keep going.
Therefore shall thou serve thy enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent the white man against you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man.
In hunger.
And hunger, like we said, and food. We got to buy our food from them. We got to believe that these tomatoes, oranges, mangoes, the meat, the vegetables, the fruits, we got to believe that this stuff is organic and is real and it ain't going to do no harm. But we know who we buying it from.
And in thirst.
The water. They putting all kind of fluoride in the water, all kind of chemicals in the pipes. The drinking water. You know that you can go to jail for collecting rainwater? Something that falls from something that is free, that falls from the sky. You can go to jail if they catch you collecting rainwater. Now, what kind of wicked person would say, well, you can't do that? Because they want you in all and everything to get from the white man has asserted himself as your God, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. That's who your God is. Even to what you believe in Christ. They made Christ a white man. Keep going.
And in nakedness.
Your clothes. Our grandmama used to make our clothes. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember what they used to call it? Me mama? Or big mama? You know what I'm saying? Big mama used to make your mama clothes. Your uncle clothes. Sometimes they made your clothes. If you're old enough. And they was talented in them because they weren't trying to go, and the white man made it so expensive for them to even get certain things. You couldn't go get a pair of what they call them dungarees from the store. Britches. That's what they call them. The britches. You can, some of us grew up in 5, 6, 7 siblings. We was having kids back then. Know what I'm saying? So they couldn't go and get 6, 7 pair of breeches, the dungarees. You had to pass them things down. I win Monday, you mess around and win Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? We switching them out. You know what I'm saying? And that was safe and that was better for us because it kept family together. You know what I mean? Keep going.
In nakedness and in want of all things.
And want of what?
All things.
We just went over that. Everything that you need, you got to go to your oppressor for. You can't do it on your own. If we so-called free in this land, why do we have to go to him for every damn thing that we need to do? He ain't our damn daddy.
Right.
He ain't our father. You know what I'm saying? Just like Commander Junior Hunter said, the white man that made man, God made man.
That's right.
And God wants you to obey him.
Slocky, if I may.
Go ahead.
The Lord wants us to be royal, you know what I mean? He wants us to rule over these other nations because they don't know how to run a world. They don't know how to run a nation. All they know is just pure evil and murder, Slocky, and unaliving. That's all they know about. You know what I mean? We claim to be kings and so-called queens, but we're not even acting like that. You know what I mean? We're not acting like we're royalty. I have a precept on that too. That was so heavy that you had brought that out. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. It says, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. You know what I mean? That right there, that is totally backwards because you supposed to be ruling over them. How in the hell the people that's supposed to be serving you is, you know what I mean, ruling over you? That's because you disobeyed. You know what I mean? We have to come back to the Most High, man, and follow the instructions that he gave us to learn how to be rulers on this earth. So, Lockie, I yield.
Yeah, give him a hand because that's just on point. You know what I'm saying? We have seen servants on horses and princes walking. You know what I mean? And even who was that? What book that was? Jeremiah?
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7.
Solomon wrote that, right? I believe Solomon wrote that. Right. He said he's seen it. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Just like the Lord told Abraham, know for sure that your people gonna be in slavery for 400 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because the Lord knew we weren't gonna obey him for a time. You know what I mean? But this is the time that, we gotta stand up, man, and lean on our power because we ain't got no power only but what the Lord give us. And the only way you're gonna get that power is you join with him. You get down with the Most High.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Is that end of that?
And in what of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
All right. This is the thing. He said you're gonna serve your enemies and you have to go to him for everything. And he gonna put a yoke of iron on your neck. If y'all have a chance, Google a yoke of iron.
Yeah.
Google it. You got your phone with you? Google it. I want all the brothers to Google it right now. So y'all can see that this Bible is your history book. And this book is for you. Google a yoke of iron and see what image come up. See what come up? Keep going. Do y'all see the one with the brother got the yoke of iron on his neck? You see that? Y'all see that? Why would they put that on there? Why would that image come up? Go ahead. Because it happened. But guess who it happened to? The nation of Israel. You know what I mean? And what color man you see there? What type of man you see there? Black man. You see a black man there. Everybody know that iron and chains and all that is associated with slavery. You know what I mean? This, what you just Googled, is associated with slavery. Everybody wasn't in slavery. Only blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was in slavery. This how you know that you are the real Jews, that you are the Israelites of the Bible, because these curses is documented. Just like y'all Googled that and it popped up, there's many more things that also aligns with us being the children of Israel through the transatlantic slave trades and all the other atrocities that they done to us. They didn't do these to Africans, because Africans still got their culture and their land. Some of them got armies. You black man, Hispanic man, Native American man don't have neither. Even in the land that you built, you still not a part of it. They said they freed you. If you was free, that means you was able to go back to where you came from. Do you know where you came from? You don't know. For one, the place that they said you come from, they not going to accept you because they call you cotton picker. And for two, your homeland has been occupied by a bunch of thieves that's at war with another nation fighting over something that belongs to you. You know what I mean? That's like you at home watching your neighbors fight over your yard. You know what I'm saying? This is my yard. I can plant this. Now I want some dogs over here. Now this and that, this and that. But you can't put nothing on your own yard. Right. You ain't got no say so in the matter. And they fighting over it. It's crazy. But you know it belonged to you once you wake up. That's why knowing who your enemies are is half the battle. Once you know, then you know how to move. If you don't think that you got enemies, man, I'm sorry to tell you, man, you lost in the sauce, what they say. You already done lost the war. You done lost the battle already. Because you think everybody is good and everybody's cool because they want you to get along so you could be naive to the thing that the evil things that they do to you. If they do it to one of us, they done did it to all of us.
It's a lot, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And yeah, that's the problem. Like what you said, our people don't recognize, well, you don't understand the fact that we got enemies out here. It's not like what the oppressor tried to paint it as. It's some kind of kumbaya utopia. So like when they see brothers go out there and camp, you know, we call out the all the heathens and stuff like that. You know, the first thing they say is, you know, why you preaching hate? When the whole time these other nations always remind you that they hate you. Even with the situation that just happened with the where the Asian man walked after killing that brother. When black people was enraged about it, when they went online and they was like, let's do this, let's boycott Asian businesses and you know, and this and that, you know, instead of I seen some Asians go online and instead of, you know, addressing the atrocity that happened, the first thing they get to saying is, well, if y'all boycott us, y'all won't have this and you know, just basically spitting back in black folks' face. Like they always gonna remind you that you're their enemy and they think nothing of you. The only thing they want to do, you know, is eat off you and, you know, when you beneficial to them, when it's beneficial to them, that's the only time they care. And that's the only thing they're concerned with is eating off of you. And they're gonna remind you every time that you just a nigga to them. Every single time. While you out here thinking, lollygagging, thinking you don't got enemies and this and that, and everybody is all love and this and that. These people know. They know And that's all they think of you as, just, you know, you just another nigga to them. It's like
Like if I may,
Yeah, that's
I want to
right.
just to add to that, right? Like they in their mind, they know that we need them, right? That's why they do what they do. I mean, we could say that we're gonna boycott everything, but in their mind, they like, yeah, they need us. You know what I mean? But ask yourself this question: do you ever see them eating fried chicken in their land? They eat everything else, but you'll never see them eating fried chicken and the stuff that we eat, like collard greens and yams and all that stuff like that. But they come over here and make money off of us. All the money that we spend, we give it to them. It's like we making the richer rich and the poor poor by keep spending our money with these damn restaurants, these damn Asians, and we just cut them off completely. Just think about what had happened the same way that we did when it was the Jim Crow era. When we started our own stuff, we had our own resources. When we had Black Wall Street, man, they'll go to a Great Depression. This is how they make their money here. They make their money off of black people. You know what I'm saying? And we boycott them, we have to do that. We have to do it right. You know what I mean? We can't sit up here and say that we're gonna boycott some of us stop and some of us like, man, I'm still fit to go over there and get me what's some
Long man.
some long man and
shoes, chicken.
they still gonna go there. I'm hungry, man. My kids hungry. I'm still gonna go over there and eat. Come on, man. We have to wake up, man. I mean, this is how they feel about you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American, Indian man. They don't give a damn about you. The only thing they give a damn is about your money, so they can go and feed their family. How about you feed your family? Salaki.
Damn right. You want to say something?
Yeah, Salaki. Yeah, that was real heavy. Even though he say, well, if you boycott our business, you won't get this and you won't get that. He already know that if you boycott, it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt their business. They ain't gonna be able to survive too long. But at the same time, that also reminds me of Psalms 83. You know, about when the nations came together to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to exploit you. To come in your neighborhood, take everything, all your resources, because when they close their stores, you don't see them no more till the next morning. And those are the enemies. Even speak up on the enemies. Psalms 83 tell you who your enemies are. And I just wanted to bring that. That's what that reminded me of when you were saying that. You know.
Right. Damn right. Sure.
We was on the subject of talking about scriptures that tell you who your enemies are.
Oh yeah, we got a lot more.
Yes, sir.
Damn right. Let me get Psalms 139:21. Because this is the thing. We boycott them. Some of us gonna still deal with them. Women gonna talk about they need their nails and toes done.
right,
You know what I'm saying? They
right,
need to get them lashes and stuff like that. When there's black-owned nail salons.
right.
Now the boycotting ain't gonna work unless we got love for each other.
Right.
Everything we done tried to do in America, from the Black Panther Party to the Marcus Garvey movement to all this, the gangs, even when the gangs first started, the Bloods and Crips, it wasn't about black on black crime, you know what I'm saying? It was about protecting their neighborhood from the white police officers. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we decided to do to come up against a boycott, it never worked because why? Anybody gets this? Anybody ask?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
There's no unity.
Not just unity. Anybody take a guess? What's the one thing that's missing in all of this? Reason why that stuff never worked.
Salaki.
Go ahead. Get that brother a hand. We didn't never incorporate the Most High in this. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's done righteously gonna stand.
That's right.
When the Lord is backed up behind it, us getting together and say we gonna what's that? What? The dudes, what they say, fuck around and find out them boys that be walking around with them guns and shit, shooting themselves and shit. Got women on the front line. That shit ain't gonna work.
No.
Know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work. Because they don't input the Lord in this. But before you do any and everything, you always gotta make sure the Most High is in front of it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Or else it's not gonna work. That's why none of that stuff worked. Black Panther Party, that was a powerful movement. You know what I'm saying? Them boys stood up. They knew the law. They knew their rights. They stood up. They had programs to feed the kids that were starving. They helped sisters get off drugs and everything like that. But it broke apart. They had somewhat of a brotherhood, but that was kind of shaky because a man infiltrated and broke the whole thing down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And they love white women.
And they love white women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So nothing like they say, throw hand join a hand. When you had the best thing I seen that had a little bit of part of it, but he switched up afterwards was in the Malcolm X movement when he was teaching at the college and a white woman came up and said, "Hey, I love your movement. Is there anything I can do to contribute to this and that?" He told her nothing.
Right.
Stay out the way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing that they can do. You know what I mean? We got to come together and build each other up. That's the only way it's gonna work. That's why Christ emphasized on that so damn much, because he knew if we didn't love each other, that's a weak spot in our armor. You know what I mean? Somebody can pray on your hatred or your jealousy towards this man for no reason, and get in your ear. Well, you know you better than that nigga. You should be doing this. Why you got to take orders from him? Who would he think he is? I think you should do this. And you being a weak-minded man with low brotherhood and no love for your brother, or listen and entertain that bull crap. And then that's just a domino effect. Now it's division.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to sow division to a people that ain't got no unity.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? We got to have unity. We got to have brotherhood. Brotherhood is the unity. There is the love. Brotherhood is loving each other like we love ourselves. Because you would do no harm to your brother if you loved him like you loved yourself. If you really stand on that. Know what I mean?
Stocky.
Go ahead.
If not, they're gonna always be able to divide and conquer us every time.
Mhm.
If our brotherhood is not strong enough. Brotherhood is a weapon. That's our motto right there.
It is the weapon. It's the only weapon that's gonna fight against them. You think you gonna go and load your little AK-47 with your little 100-round clip and go up against these folks when they got shit that look like lasers?
Right.
That can hit you from, they ain't even gotta see you. You can't win like that. Esau was blessed with the sword.
Right.
That's his blessing on knowing how to unalive some stuff. Killing is his blessing. You know what I'm saying? He think of ways to unalive people. Y'all done seen some of the stuff and heard some of the things they done did. Only a wicked-minded person can think about a way to destroy somebody like how they done did these people. How they done did us. We can't even think because we ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't like that. You wouldn't do the worst thing to your worst enemy, the things that they done did.
Right.
Know what I mean? So you can't beat him on that field. That's why it said vengeance is the Lord, because the Lord is the only other person that's mastered unalignment stuff. The
Right.
Lord is the number one gangster.
Right.
You can't kill like the Most High can. You know what I'm saying? The Most High get rid of generations. Know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we need him on our side. Who got that scripture?
That's Psalms 139, what verse?
21.
21. Book of Psalms, chapter 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
This is David talking. He said, Lord, don't I hate them that hate you? Guess what? Your enemies, your oppressor hate you. So if they hate you, they hate the Lord. You know why? Because you the Lord's chosen people. They can't get their hands on in front of the Lord. They can't get their hands on the Lord. They can't go up to the fourth dimension and box with the Lord. Their hands too short. So guess what they're gonna do? Guess how they're gonna show that they hate the Lord? Take a guess. Anybody?
Somebody.
Go ahead. That space station up there, bust a hole in the ozone layer. They're gonna do all that to show that they hate him, and they're willing to try to fight him, but it's not gonna happen.
That's true, but that ain't the answer I was looking for. That's very, 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 very true.
And the question was to show how do they
show the Lord that they hate him?
By the way they treat the Lord's people.
That's right. That's what I was looking. That's what you was gonna say, bro. Right. That's exactly how they show the Lord. Because guess what you do on this earth? You represent the Lord. You're supposed to. You know what I mean? So if you're a representation of the Lord, just like Christ was, he came in the Lord's name. He came as, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's how they show, okay, well, shit. I can't reach him, but I can get to his people. You know what I mean? That's how, you know, hate to say it, that's how brothers play in the street. If I got beef with you or I can't get you, you in hiding, I'm gonna get his homeboy. I'm gonna bring him to the front. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make him come out. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go shoot up his mama house. His mama don't even got nothing to do with nothing. Nigga ain't lived there in 15 years. Mama don't even know the things that he involved in. But guess what? They go shoot the mama house up just to get to him. Where we learn that from? Learn that from the oppressor. You know what I mean? We learn every evil act that we do towards each other from the people that do it to us. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Do I not hate them, O Lord, that hate thee?
Mm-hmm.
And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?
They rising up against us. They've been doing that. They've been rising up against us, trying to show the Lord that they hate him so much because he chose us. So they rise up against us. Go ahead.
I hate them with perfect hatred.
I hate them with a perfect hatred. The hatred that you got for your oppressor, Dave said it's a perfect hatred. You know what I mean? And just because we say we hate them don't mean that we're going to go out and unalive them. Look at all the things they done did to us. How many Black, Hispanic, or Native American mass shooters do you know? Serial killers. There's a couple. I don't seen about 2 or 3 of them on that little TV show, though. What I'm saying, but it ain't like they look. They honor and globalize and make famous they mass murderers. Look at Ted Bundy. What's the dude that was eating people? Jeffrey Dahmer. We all know his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, the guy that killed the people in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Ghana, yeah. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? They make sure they got books and movies and all this other stuff about they serial killers. They honor that crap. That's their nature. You know what I mean? It ain't in our nature to be like that. You got a few that done attempted, but they shut that down quick. You know what I mean? And they ain't unaliving the oppressor. They unaliving the same our people.
Right.
School shootings. What the kids got to do with anything? They get mad and just go want to kill any and everything. People ain't got nothing to do with it. Keep going.
I hate them with perfect hatred
Mm-hmm.
and count them my enemies.
Count them what?
My enemies.
Even David say, shoot, the Lord's enemy is my enemy.
That's right.
And I hate them with a perfect hatred.
That's right.
And I count them my enemies because they the Lord's enemy. If I'm down with the Lord, what he hate, I hate. What he love, I love. Know what I mean? And the Lord hate the white man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Lamentations 4 and 18. Find me that scripture that it says, for that violence.
Violence against
My brother.
Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. Go ahead.
nah, I'm about to say I got the violence one.
I want that one first. Go ahead.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For what?
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Now, people see us out here on the streets, and they see us on TV, they see us on YouTube, and they say, y'all hate white people. Even white people say, why? It's because I'm white? Are y'all a hate group? Why? Because we speak the Bible? Because we tell the truth? Read it from the top again.
Con, the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
For the violence against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why we hate you, white man. For the violence. It ain't because of your skin color. It ain't because nothing else but the violence that you have done to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Keep going.
Con. Shame shall cover thee.
Shame should cover them. Shame ain't covered them yet because they still doing it. Know what I mean? But it's coming a time. Some of them feel shameful for what they done since slavery, but not all of them. Shame gonna cover them. That's why they got all kind of things that's going on in their household. They can't reproduce like that. Their kids are turning into mass murderers and murdering them too. You know what I'm saying? Unaliving them too. They their wives don't want to have sex with them because they half a homo. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? Like they losing all around the board, and they know it. Keep going.
Con. And thou shalt be cut off.
Thou shalt be what?
Cut off. Forever.
Forever. The white man gonna be cut off forever because if one, they like roaches.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna give you something that you familiar with. They like roaches. You let one roach live, next week it's gonna be 100 of them. Know what I mean? You let one white man live, you'll never be the same. Nothing will never be the same. They're like a cancer. You got to get rid of all of them. You can't let one live because that one will poison the mind of one man, one black, Hispanic, and Native man, and now next thing you know, you got chaos because that's what he lives in. That's what he loves. So he thrives in that. The Lord said he's gonna cut them off forever because he know they was created for one thing and one thing only. To place punishment on us for our disobedience, then the Lord was gonna bring us up out of that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't follow the plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to be cut off forever. You can't let you live. Even when David was king, he had them in the mountains, in the caves, and he had garrisons all around it to keep watch of him because he know you can't leave no white man alone. His whole mind, he's sitting somewhere in his garage or sitting somewhere just thinking of a way that he can just hurt somebody. He don't care who it is. He trying to find a way to make people feel like how he feels or make himself better than everybody else. And until he do that, until he get that fulfillment, he's never satisfied. 1 second. That's why they have mass murder. You know what I'm saying? He get that thrill of unaliving one person, it ain't enough. Now he know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? He said, I know how to do it now. Now he done turned to 2, to 3. Bloodlust. You know what I'm saying? When they go and they unalive these deers and stuff like that, they get a rush. It's something just triggers them. It's like, I don't know, it's like crack to them, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, build them up. Now they think, okay, because that's their nature. Go ahead. What you was going to say, True?
Yeah, they was made like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, the Most High created other nations, 18 nations, and gave every nation a land to dwell in, except for them, because they're not fit to live peacefully among other people.
Mm-hmm.
That's their nature.
Right.
They're gonna go against everything you set up. I don't care who it is.
Mm-hmm.
They can make their own rules. They're gonna break their own rules.
Right.
And they never have enough. They never get enough of raping, robbing, murdering, and killing.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give them a hand, because that is true. They can never have enough for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Is there any more on that?
Salaya, that's the end of verse 10.
Shalom. I can't pronounce it, but it's a mental illness that white people have. They get a kick out of hurting innocent people. I mean, it's a mental illness that they have, and they was all born with that. I can't pronounce it. You know how to shoot, brother? Psychiatry. I think it's this one right here.
Yeah, psychiatry. Something like that. Psychiatry.
Anybody want to read this real quick? This one right there.
Read it nice and loud. This one right. No, just read the whole paragraph.
When a mental illness or psychological condition involves a pattern of intentionally hurting or exploiting others, clinicians typically look at specific personality disorders, severe psychotic states, or rather factious conditions.
So the brother is saying, go ahead and explain it.
That's white people. I mean, this is the illness that they suffer from. All right, they intentionally hurt people. They get a thrill out of that, like the brother was just breaking out. I mean, and they get a kick out of harming innocent people. I mean, and that's what they do to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, because that's what they love to do. They love murdering. All right, that's their illness. Salami.
Yeah, no sweat. Damn right. You got Lamentations 4:18.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
The book of Lamentations says they hunt our steps. Is that not what that Chinese man did? You know what I mean? Is that not what Carmelo Anthony had to go against? Them trying to lynch him? Even Natasha in LA back in 96? Even George Floyd? You know what I'm saying? All the people that died around that time? Go ahead, brother. What you was going to say? Trayvon Martin. Prime example. These scriptures come to life when they fit the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? This don't fit nobody else. Who been hunted down in their own streets? Who been followed home from the store? Who's been chased by store owners and gunned down. Nobody else kids are going through this. Nobody else, no other nation is going through this. Keep going.
Slocky, if I may. I would have Slocky. I don't mean to cut you off again. It's something that you said is so heavy. I mean, how they hunt our footsteps. They have, for example, unmarked cars. All right. Unmarked cars is cars that's not marked as what we normally see, a police officer car. They have a regular tag and everything, and they're waiting on you to do something wrong. Even also, it was a little while ago where I seen it was a car that was half a taxi, and in the front, it was the police officer car. So they find all different types of ways of trying to hunt you down, and this is their life. They was born hunting. I mean, if you look at, I mean, when Esau was in the field, I mean, what he was doing, he was going out hunting. That's his thing. All right, that's the white man. So what all the one is bringing out is heavy. You know what I mean? It's lucky.
Yeah, damn right.
Kind of. They hunt our steps.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cannot go in our streets.
We can't even go in our streets. We can't even be in the hood peaceful where they put us at.
Mm-hmm.
They put us in the projects. They put us in the hood. They put us on the worst side of town, and we can't even be in there peaceful because they hunting our steps there. They patrolling our streets. They enter our affairs. They think they know when they see two black men talking louder, they about to fight or argue, or they about to do something. That's just how we is. They don't know our culture. They don't know how we are. You know what I mean? So they shouldn't even be in our neighborhood. They should be over there in Windermere or wherever place they need to be at. I don't know what they call the places over there in Tampa. What's the rich places over there in Tampa?
New Tampa.
New Tampa. They had to make a whole new Tampa because y'all niggas are everywhere. you know what I'm saying?
Cheddar side, South Tampa.
Yeah, y'all niggas getting good credit. Y'all getting good jobs. Y'all was trying to buy y'all ways and own houses. They had to go and create a new Tampa.
Real.
You know what I mean? That's where they need to be at. Policing these people with domestic violence and all that other stuff that they got going on. They don't need to be in our neighborhoods. We can control our own neighborhoods. Right. You know what I'm saying? Why they don't have the black officers in our neighborhoods that grew up around these sort of situations? You know what I mean? They not used to when people get loud and stuff like that. That's just how it is. As soon as somebody start to get loud, they go in for their gun. Because they scared. They cowards. You know what I mean? That's why they always shooting first. I'm afraid for my life. What the hell you doing in the police academy for then? Why the hell you are police?
Right.
That's your job to face danger. To save lives, not take it. Keep going.
That we cannot go in our streets.
Mm-hmm.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. Uh-huh.
Our days are fulfilled.
Right.
For our end is come.
Right. Messing around with them, they trying to wipe us out. If we don't turn back to the Lord, that scripture say our end is near. They've been trying for the longest of time. Planned Parenthood and all kind of stuff. They're trying every kind of way to get you. Just like you said in Psalms 83, they have taken crafty counsel against our hidden ones. You know what I'm saying? That the name of Israel may be no more. They come, let's take them in possession. That we can stop them from being a nation. That's their whole goal, is to stop blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans from being a nation again under the Lord. Give me 5 and 5. Limitation 5 and 5.
Good.
Hey, Kamar, could you give me Zechariah 11 and 5?
Come.
All right.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 5. Our necks are under persecution.
Our what?
Our necks are under persecution.
Who is this talking about, man? Don't you know your identity is in this book? And people say, that's a white man book. Nigga, when you went to go get them CDLs, who you think wrote that book? You know what I mean? When you go to study to be an electrician, who you think wrote them books? Right. And you trust in them books You trust them books when you learn it, you trust like everything I learned in this book is correct, is accurate, is straight. So when I take this test, I'ma pass it.
Right.
You trust that book. White man don't trust this book. He can't understand it. So what he did, he used it to manipulate you because he knew if he told you some things, you was gonna believe it after the beating and torturing that he done gave you. You know what I mean? Why would a white man write a book that's talk about his demise and showing you who he is?
Right.
I never seen a book like that. I ain't never seen a book to show you how to defeat a person writing a book and telling you how to defeat them, calling you the best people on earth, and they nothing and they spit. Name me one book that a white man wrote like that.
Zero.
So how can this be a white man book? That's uneducated, unlearned people that speak like that. But they trust the white man and tell you this is gonna rain today and ain't a cloud in sight. They just don't like it hearing it come from somebody that look like them because they don't think that we supposed to be this knowledgeable.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't think that we supposed to be this educated and stand and firm. They don't see men like y'all, man. They don't see men like y'all. So that's why they say that. Because they don't know that we had this book first. These are our records. And that's why during slavery, they didn't want us to read our records because it'll build you up. It'll make you defiant. It'll show you who your oppressor really was. Just think about this. If our people knew that Christ was a black man and the people that they was reading about was them, do y'all really think it would have been that easy for them to subdue us like that? Right. We would have been uprising every chance we got. Guess what? You see what happened with Haiti? Nat Turner. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened to Nat? When Nat read that and he realized what he was doing to his own people, and he realized that the book that he was reading was talking about him and his people, that man turned into you know what I'm saying? Right. He did so much, but them people was terrified. Them people hated him so much and they were glad that he was gone that they ate him to make sure that nigga was dead. You know what I'm saying?
Good night.
They made sure he was out of there. They ate him. Keep reading.
Next, under persecution,
Mm-hmm.
we labor and have no rest.
We ain't got no rest. We always laboring. From the job, from just trying to make it home from the job, just trying to make it home from a traffic stop. You know what I mean? We gotta always labor because they make the cost of living in the hood so damn. How can the cost of living in the projects be so high? The cost of living in the ghetto be high. Let them tell you at the lowest of the low. Don't nobody want to stay in the ghetto. Who want to stay in the hood? But like everything we get, we turn lemons into lemonade. You know what I'm saying? So much that they got journalists that come to our neighborhoods and wonder how do we live in conditions like this where they would have been and lost their mind and blew their own brains out. How can you go 3 days without no lights? Know what I mean? How can you go all weeks on just eating noodles until you get that money to get them stamps back? You know what I mean? They wonder how we survive, how we do it. They can't do it. How can you go 2-3 weeks without a job? You know what I mean? We lose our job and they wonder how you still holding up, brother. How you still keeping your family together? How is your wife still standing there or your old lady still standing by your side? Well, you ain't got no job. They wondering this stuff. Your enemies wonder these things about you. You was about to say something, brother? Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
How we so full of joy in that.
Damn right, bro. That's you know, get that brother ahead. How do we take a condition like this and we still joyful for the little things? We still having kids. You know what I'm saying? We still, you know what I'm saying? We still. That's because the Lord has got his hand on us, man. The Lord is over us. What other nation of people could survive 100 million during the transatlantic slave trade? And that's just the trip. That ain't when they got over here in the land. That's just from the west coast of Africa on the slave route. You know what I'm saying? Over 100 million, over 90 million Native Americans, and we still here today. How is it? They can't fathom that. They lose their job. They kill everybody in the house. They go to their job, shoot the boss, and then jump out the window on the 21st floor. Diabolical.
Right.
Their wife lead them. They go kill her, the new man, and the kid. They can't take it.
So like it.
Go ahead.
I also remind me of I don't know the proper way of saying it, but the two women that liked each other, or they was married, and they had to adopt the black kids. When they had broke up, she unalived her and the kids.
Look at that.
Drove off the bridge.
Look at that. They can't take it, man. They cannot take it. Is it any more on their scripture? That was 5 and 5, right? Officer Kamar, you got that? What I had you get? Zechariah?
You got
that? Go ahead.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves.
Hold on, man. Hold on. That's too good. We got brothers here. Let them get there real quick, because they got to see it in black and white. I got my bond in here, and I got to show him it in black and white. Know what I mean? 1 second. Zechariah 11 and 5.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead with it. Read it for him slow.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Didn't we just see this on TV? Isn't that just what happened to the young man that got unalived by the Chinese man? Chow was his name. Don't think that the Chinese people didn't never have you in captivity. Moab had you in captivity too at the time. So when it says whose possessors slay them, yeah. Even the white man. And hold themselves, what?
Not guilty.
And that was the verdict? Wasn't that the verdict? Wasn't not guilty after he ran and chased that man down? They was questioning his son, and the prosecutor was asking him, did he run towards you? No. So he ran away. Yeah. Did y'all run after him? He couldn't answer. He's like, what, is the question hard? I'm making it simple for you. It's just a yes or no. Did y'all chase him or not? Yeah, we chased him. Well, what did y'all shoot him? When y'all shot him, did he try to get up and come towards you? No. Oh, y'all shot him in the back. Yeah. It is known in the police reports that if you shoot somebody in the back, they pose no threat to you. Right? They no longer a threat. How many of y'all remember that time? I think it was like early 2000s when all them police was chasing people and shooting them in the back and killing them. I know it was about 4 or 5 brothers here in Orlando that got dead like that. I was a teen. I was probably like 17, 18. And it was known that if you ran from the police here in Orlando, they was going to shoot you in the back. Y'all remember that? Oh. So they told the police that y'all had to stop chasing them because they was chasing the people, and some kind of way the person they was chasing end up dead with bullets in their back, or in the car they stopped. Y'all remember when they stopped telling the police they couldn't chase them no more if they ran?
Right. I remember that.
Y'all remember that? You know why? Because they was killing us at an alarming rate. What happened to that law? Right. If somebody running away from you, they're no longer a threat. If you're a gun owner, if you got a gun, they tell you that. You can't shoot nobody in the back and saying that you stand your ground. Go ahead. You was about to say something?
Tunnel car. Yeah. I believe it was earlier this year, or maybe like late last year, when the police officers was chasing the group of teens. They were chasing this one teen when he jumped on I-4, and as soon as he got off on the 22nd exit, he ran into a couple of people because he was chasing the damn boy. Feel what I'm saying? And that's supposed to have been a law a long time ago. They've been supposed to stop that. But this is what causes more death, because you're doing stuff like that there. That man got off on the exit, and he was going so fast he couldn't even stop in time enough where he killed a couple of people.
Right, and that's what was happening here. Them people, man, police they cannot drive. They can't drive, especially at that rate when they trying to catch somebody. They was killing folks. That's why they was telling them you can't chase them no more. Because you around here trying to catch this person that they done got away and you done caused accidents. You flying through intersections and all kind of crap. Mm-hmm. Go ahead with the script.
Con. From the top or continue?
Yeah, continue where you was, brother.
Con. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
Yeah. They that sold us say, blessed be the Lord. Like, yeah. Y'all seen that clip where they were showing the clip where they was selling the Mandingo, which was, they used to make us fight each other. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey, I got me a fight, nigga. Yes. Yeah, the movie. What was that movie called again? Mandingo? No, not Django. Mandingo. It's a real movie back in the 70s, I believe. Earlier than that, like in the 60s or something. Yeah. And it's that's where they get that's where they get that. Yeah, they get Django from this movie. And he was like, I got a fighting nigga. Yeah. And then it was in that one part, it was a German lady trying to buy the man. And it was like, well, you know what them German widows do when they buy these Mandingo, they have sex with, they buy them for sex slaves. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, I can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because, it was in their eyes and the oppressor eyes, that's wrong. A black man having sex with a white woman, I don't care what kind of white woman it was. That was just, that was just it. And they paid a bid war. And I think it was what, $3,000 or $5,000, something like that. And he went to $5,000. Back in that time, that was a lot of money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like $100,000. In today's money. And he said, hey, I got me a fighting nigga. Yeah. And the crowd was happy when he was happy. And I'll come back and get him next week. You just have him ready for him. They used us as property. Right. So what he had to do, like in Django, you had to win 6 fights for him to get his money back. And they was fighting to the death. It ain't like boxing. You was fighting to death. And your reward was beer and a woman. Oh. Go ahead. It's in the script. With Rome and the gladiators. Yeah. You know who them gladiators was? Yeah. they was Israelites that they captured. Keep reading.
Con. For I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Who is the shepherds? No, they say their own shepherds pity them not. Go ahead. Our so-called elders. That's your pastors.
Yeah.
That's the black people that's in Congress. You know what I'm saying? In politics. You know what I mean? That's everybody that's supposed to be in a gate for us, like in Jeremiah 14:2. They pity us not. Why? That ain't why. Why they pity us not? Why they only show up when it's a big controversial unaliving of one of us? Where they at? Where Black Lives Matter at? Black people still being killed. Did our lives only matter just then? Why do they pity us not? Like General Hyman say, blow my mind. Why do they pity us not? Nobody?
Why do they pity us? Not.
Right. Scripture say they own shepherds, pity them not. Nobody.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
Would it be because they trying to keep their position or their seat with the oppressor?
Like Commander Juliana said, you in the door, walk me on home. Walk me home. You own it. It's right there in front of you. No? You had your hand up?
Yeah, it's really to help keep control of them so they won't get out of hand. No?
You want to take a shot at it?
What was the question?
It's the scriptures say they sell us and say they are rich, paraphrasing. And it says their own shepherds pity them not. For time's sake, anybody else? For time's sake. Say again?
Nah, so like I was about to say money because they rich.
Oh, well, not how do they get rich?
Selling out their own people.
I want to give it to you, but I don't want to give it to you. You right, but that ain't the answer I'm looking for. You right now. I'm gonna give it to y'all. Cause they get the crumbs off the white man's table.
Okay.
You was right, Kamar, but I was looking for a certain way for you to say it. They say they pity us not. They ain't pitying us because what the white man do? Give them a little something. Give them a little position. Give them a little authority. Make them rich a little bit, but they got to do what the oppressor tell them to do. That's why they pity us not because what? You know what I mean? If they was real about how they feel about us, they will be there every time, not just when something happened. They'll be on every low profile, high profile case. They'll be there. They'll be protesting and they'll be in there because they got the ear of the Congress and the government. They'll be fighting for us in the meetings all the time. Not just some of the time. You only see Al Sharpton in where it's a high profile case. And he's a snitch. He worked for the FBI. Jesse Jackson worked for the FBI. He was a snitch. You know what I mean? So why would they pity us when they say, look, people don't even give a damn. Look at it. They killing each other. They doing all this and that. They don't even care. They don't give a damn. Regina Hall, she's stealing from people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's why it says they own shepherds pity them not. The people that's supposed to be watching over us and keeping us up on the gates language. They the oppressive lapdog. Like you said, make sure them niggas don't get too riled up over this. Then that's when Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all them other people come and say, well, yeah, you know, it's tough, but we gonna stand together and we gonna go ahead.
Because he was getting paid to do that. The tickets.
They pity us not.
They get paid for hire.
Pay for hire.
They get paid. All right. Well, you want that to win. You want to win this election. You make sure them niggas don't get too riled up over Trayvon Martin.
They sure don't do nothing more.
You know what I'm saying? You control them. You make sure they do this and they do that. That's why they pity us not. Because nobody give a damn. The people in position that's supposed to give a damn, they don't. The pastors are worried about lining their pocket up with money. They don't care about none of that. But you see him in the background standing with the family like he all this and that. And when shit get hot, he's all right now, y'all. This ain't the Christ told us to. You know what I'm saying? To keep us docile, to keep us dumbed down, because even white folks know when we get hot and we get mad. You see what they did in the LA riots, even though they was tearing up their own shit, but you know what I'm saying? So like it. They can't control us. We got to control our own self, but we got to be organized. The only way you can be organized, you got to have brotherhood. The only way you can understand and be a part of brotherhood is you got the Lord on your side. If you following and doing what the Lord say. We done seen it through time. We done seen it. Keep going, come on.
Come. Verse 6. For I will no more pity the inhabitants of the land, saith the Lord. But lo, I will deliver the men, every one, into his neighbor's hand, and into the hand of his king.
Okay, you can stop right there. What was that? Jeremiah? Was that? That was Zechariah?
Con 11 and 5.
All right, let me get Jeremiah 12 and 4 and read it down to 7.
Okay. Salakia, sir, on the.
All right, 1 second. All right, now start at hold on, my bad. Yeah, all right, yeah. Read 4 and then go to 7.
Con. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 4. How long shall the land mourn?
How long shall the land mourn? Doesn't it say that when the wicked are in rulership, the earth mourn?
Con.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They said how long shall, because look what they doing. They're destroying the land. They make it hard for you to even grow your own vegetables and stuff like that. You can't do certain things. If you live in what it is, homeowners association, you can't be planting no damn greens in the people, you know what I'm saying, in them spots. You can't be trying to grow no watermelon, no turnips or nothing like that. You know, PLP, they don't want you to do none of that. You can't do none of that. You got to go to the store for all that stuff that you used to grow in your backyard. How long will the land mourn because they want to tear it up and build these houses right on top of each other and create all kind of chemical waste and all this other stuff? How long will the land mourn? Go ahead.
Con. And the herbs of every field wither.
All the herbs wither. The things, the potions and stuff Big Mama them used to make that heal you before it was all this other stuff. You know, penicillin used to get from the ground. Some kind of plant, I think, used to do the same thing that penicillin did. You know what I'm saying? We had ways of healing ourselves. How you think in slavery that they healed each other without no medicine? I mean, without knowledge of things. They used to go get the Big Mama out the slave quarters when they children felt sick or had a fever and everything else, and we nursed them back to health. Just like they say, like Queens was y'all yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because we did that. We healed the people that oppressed us and killed us and sold our children off. And we also healed ourselves with the herbs that the Lord gave us and the knowledge of the herbs and things like that, certain roots and stuff like that. But now they tearing it all up. Now they give you amoxicillin. They don't even give you penicillin no more. They give you a knockoff. You feel what I'm saying? They done turned cocaine into a drug. When the plant used to be there to stop headaches or give you energy and things like that. It wasn't used to be sniffed. But guess what they did? They found every kind of way to make things work for us, work against us. Keep going.
Con. For the wickedness of them that dwell therein.
For the what?
For the wickedness of them that dwell therein.
Mm-hmm.
The beasts are consumed.
The beasts are consumed. Then they can kill all the buffalo, trying to starve out the Native Americans. Know what I mean? The Native Americans, our Native American brothers, used them buffaloes as the main part of their survival, and they used every part of the buffalo. You know what I'm saying? From the bones to the hide, to the meat, to the horns. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't waste it. They used all of them. But your oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks of, just used to kill him and take the hide and leave the skin down there. Just to kill a nation of people that they didn't like. Go ahead.
You know the Buffalo Soldiers, the Bible, they don't even know the history of the name that they use.
Mm-hmm.
Know this.
Right.
They killed off a nation.
Mm-hmm. I was there, and that's funny you said that. About last week, I was looking at a documentary of the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. You know the Cowboys, the first Cowboys were black men? Mm-hmm. Back down in Texas. These, because they had different plantations. Some of them had the cotton plantation, and some of them had cattle. Mm-hmm. And guess who used to watch over the cattle? The black men. Yeah, they broke the horses in and everything, the slaves. You know what I'm saying? Everything, all of that.
Apache and Comanche territory.
Yeah, but the slaves still ran it over. And then, like the brother was saying, the buffalo soldiers, you know why they called them buffalo soldiers? Because they looked like buffaloes. They used to take the cow hides of the buffalo and wear them and make them out of jackets. You know what I'm saying? And then, they had the nappy hair like the buffalo. You know what I mean? And the Native Americans called them buffalo soldiers, so did the oppressor. Because
of the wool.
Yeah, because of the wool that they used to wear. And I seen photos of the army, the American army, when they started enlisting black men. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what regiment it was, but it was the first all-black regiment that they sent out there when they first started going into Native territory. They didn't send them white men out there. The white men were getting slaughtered. They sent a regiment of all black men out that way. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to put the best against the best. It was one of the cavalries. Because they rode horses and all. Like, they had their horses and all. I can't think of it. I just seen this documentary about a week ago. I was looking at it. And it was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? How some of them, some of them, started, dealing with the natives. Like, marrying them and doing all kind of things, left the army and started. Go ahead.
Some of them didn't come back because they chose to stay there.
Right.
They expected all of them to come back, but some of them said, nah, we staying right here.
Right. Because once they realized what they was doing, They turned two oppressed people against each other. The Native Americans was being oppressed, and so were the brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
Con. And the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end.
Right. Drop down to 7.
Con, verse 7. I have forsaken mine house.
Now this is the Lord saying this because we disobeyed. Go ahead.
I have left mine heritage.
Uh-huh.
I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies.
Oh, who?
Into the hand of her enemies.
The Lord said he gave us over to the hand of our enemies because we disobeyed him. We kept turning our back on him. You know what I'm saying? We'll do right for a little while, then we'll go off. And every time we go off, we go into captivity. You know what I mean? This is one of the times. This is in Jeremiah. He said, I done give him the beloved of my soul into their hands of her enemies. The children of Israel was given over to their enemies. Go ahead.
Con. My heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It crieth out against me. Therefore have I hated it.
Right. Us crying out against the Lord is us disobeying the Most High. Us not following the law, statutes, and commandments. Us not pertaining to our history and our culture and our heritage. That's why he's saying it cries out against me. You know what I'm saying? Like a lion in the forest. It cries out against me. It ain't doing what I'm telling it to do. And all the crimes and the sins of our people is reaching the Most High. So he said, I gave them up. That's like a parent do with a child that he just won't do right. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, he's going to say, hey, man, look, you got to get out of my house, bro. Trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to show you how to do it. You disrespecting me. You disrespecting your mama. The kids looking at you doing all this. The other kids doing this. You a bad influence on this house. So if you ain't going to obey me, that means you ready to be out there on your own. You know what I'm saying? You got to go. You got to go live that life that I'm trying to keep you from, that you're so desperate to run to. And Lord be with you. Because I can't have it in my house. I got other kids I got to raise. I don't need them rebelling because they think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need them seeing the disrespect that you showing your parents. You got to go. So that's what the Lord said to us. Keep going.
Con. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird.
Mm-hmm. That goes to show that, we all look at us in here. We all different colors of brown. You know what I'm saying? We ain't just one color, like how some of them dummies like, oh, the Israelites was black. Oh, they was all black. They wasn't Hispanic or Native American. They all black. The Lord said we like a speckled bird. We many colors. And Jeremiah, he said we like unto the ground. You know what I'm saying? We like unto the ground. Some of the topsoil is dark, but the deeper you get, sometimes it get lighter and lighter. You know what I mean?
Right.
We all of that. You keep going, Officer, come on.
Con. The birds round about are against her.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the other nations. This is the metaphor. The Lord using birds as a metaphor, like all the other nations are against us. Keep going.
Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. come to devour. Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard.
What?
Many pastors have destroyed my vineyard.
Lord said, many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. I mean, destroyed the Lord's people. A lot of pastors have did that because they preaching stuff that's not true. They're leading the people astray. They're not saying, thus says the Lord. They're saying, thus says themselves. This is what they want. They ain't speaking the words of the Lord. Keep going.
Khan. They have trodden my portion underfoot.
They ran us down. They done ran all over the Lord's chosen people. Trotting us down underfoot. All the atrocities they have committed towards us and everything they have done. You would think we was like grass that a horse ride on. You know what I'm saying? Is there any more on that?
Khan, a little bit.
Go ahead.
They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness.
They made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness. Look at what's happening in the land of Israel right now. Look how they bombing in there. That's our homeland that they over there destroying. You know what I mean? We haven't set foot over there in a long time. But look at what they're doing to that land over there. They call it the Middle East. Fighting over a territory that don't even belong to them. Go ahead.
Khan. They have made it desolate. And being desolate, it mourneth unto me.
The land mourneth unto them. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth is mourning to the Lord because the wicked is ruling over the earth. And they just destroying it. Don't think the Lord don't see that. Go ahead.
Khan. The whole land is made desolate because no man, because no man layeth it to heart.
Because what?
Because no man layeth it to heart.
Right. No man consider like this is what's going on. All them digging up on the ground and just continue to dig and destroy the forest. You know, that's why it's so hot. There ain't no trees to keep the oxygen around. You know what I'm saying? They cutting all the trees down just to build up Publix and Lowe's and these wood apartment, Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's and all the other crap. Like, they destroying the earth. And there ain't none of them considering like, yo, we might want to slow down because it ain't enough oxygen to keep the index down. You know what I'm saying? Any more on that?
That's the end of verse 11, sir.
That's the end of 11?
Khan.
You think you should go some more on that, or are we good? We good right there?
Khan.
All right. Let me get Ecclesiastes. Is that Ecclesiastes? Did we do 16, 12, and 16? Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 16. Or did we do that one already? Ecclesiastes.
What?
16. Ecclesiastes. Is that Ecclesiastes? It's these or it's don't go to 4. It ain't a 12 and 16. So it might be Ecclesiasticus. Salaka. Let me see. It's Ecclesiasticus.
Khan, sir.
All right, you there?
Khan.
You want to read it or you want to let somebody else read it?
Salaki, if one of the troopers got it, they could read it.
All right. Yeah, 12 and 10 first.
Start up, boy. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 10.
Right.
Never trust thy enemy.
Never do what?
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust thy enemies. If you know somebody your enemy, why would you trust them? Why would you have any dealings with them? You stay the hell away from them. You stay far away, man. You keep your eye on them. No, I mean, you watch them from afar. You got to keep them close to see what they up to, but you keep them at arm's distance. Never trust your enemy. So why are y'all trusting y'all oppressor? The Lord said that he was gonna give you to the hands of your oppressor. You're gonna be sold to your oppressor, which is your enemy. The Lord called these people our enemies. We can just name them that. The Lord said, listen, these people are your enemies. Don't be fooled. Like Proverbs say, though hand join in hand, just because you join with them, don't change their title. Never trust your enemies. Go ahead.
Never trust thy enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But like as iron rusted.
Like as iron rusted. Yeah, it's sharp and it's beautiful and it's straight and it's clean and that thing, hardcore. But as iron rusted, go ahead.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. Yeah, he's straight for now, but guess what? It ain't gonna last forever. He can't hold it. He can't contain himself. It's in his nature to be wicked. What does scripture say? Can't nobody turn straight what the Lord made crooked? No. You know what I'm saying? The Lord made him this way. You can't make him a good person. You can't make him a good man. You can't make him anything else but wicked. What the Lord gave him, that's what the Lord made him. You can't change that. No matter if you marry him, if you work for him, if you love him, or if you trust him, he's still wicked. Right. Keep going.
Though he humble himself.
He come to you like he's all good and he show you love and he care about what's going on and everything like that. Yeah, he humble himself like that. Go ahead.
And go cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
It say take good heed and beware of him. And the beginning say don't trust your enemy. So this is still talking about your enemy. Long as he, he say he humble himself, he take heed and do what?
And beware of him.
And beware of him. Beware of your oppressors. That go from white to Chinese to Japanese to African. Beware of all of them because they're your enemies. Keep going.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
Right. You're going to see him and just know that the continents, just because, like they ain't doing, well, they starting to do it now, just because they ain't doing all the atrocities that they was doing during slavery, when they could do it openly, don't mean that they stopped. Right. They still lynching niggas.
Facts.
You know what I mean? They still raping our women and unaliving them. They're still showing their hatred towards blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Just because they ain't doing it on a worldwide scale like they was doing it in slavery time, they damn near back to it. They almost there, but they know they got this thing called the internet. But then they ain't had the internet. Right. They only had newspapers. Keep going.
Set them not by thee.
Do what?
Set them not by thee.
Why you bringing that white man over here? Why are you trying to move in that neighborhood full of white folks? Are you trying to get close to these people that they your enemy and the Lord say, take heed to this? You think your Christian pastor is teaching his congregation this? He telling you to love every damn body. You know what I mean? He telling you that everybody can be saved. White man don't need to be saved. His ass need to be judged.
Right.
You know what I mean? What did he need to be saved from himself? What the hell do he need to be saved from? He ruling. He in rulership. Who's oppressing him? Maybe the Jewish man. You know what I'm saying? We damn sure ain't oppressing them. We being oppressed.
Right.
By both of them. By all nations, we being oppressed. White man just been doing it the longest. And the evilest. Keep going.
Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee.
Lest when he has what?
Overthrown thee.
Yeah, you put that man in your business, and guess what? He gonna be taking over your business, and you gonna be working for him.
All right.
That's what integration did to us.
Yeah.
It helped the white man overthrow us. When we had our own, and this is what people fail to realize, and this is how, you know what I'm saying, special the Lord's chosen people is. Tulsa, Oklahoma, and that area was just 40 years after slavery was, or I forgot what you call it, pencil. The what? Yeah. That was 40 years ago. And they built up Tulsa, Oklahoma, and other surrounding cities. They had Zellwood in Florida and Eatonville, you know what I mean, Rosewood. You know what I'm saying? They had other places up in New York, or where Central Park is at right now, that they you know, go ahead. Seneca Valley. You know what I mean? All these places will spring up around the United States after that, 40 years after slavery. 40 years now. Look what we accomplished. And guess what white America was going through? The Great Depression. They the ones that was going to eat soup and bread every damn day and couldn't get, you know what I'm saying? One surviving and doing all this, and then the prohibition came because, you know, their husband was spending all the money up on gambling and whores and liquor and going home and beating their wives. We were thriving. We had banks, hospitals, doctors, transportation systems, schools, colleges, restaurants. You know what I mean? We had all of that. While they over there not knowing where they're going to get their next meal the next day.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
We in the corner of the market with moonshine.
Took that from us. During Prohibition, we had to make our own alcohol and moonshine. Uncle Nearest. That's where Jack Daniels get it from, right? Stole the recipe from Uncle Nearest. They just recently got the recipe back. Know what I mean? We had inventions and all this other stuff. But guess what? We integrated and brought the Lord said, don't bring that white man near you. Because when he overthrow you, go ahead.
He stand up in that place.
He stand up in your place. He took your inventions, your creation, your things that you created from nothing. How you think we built the Washington? During slavery, we couldn't read. They like to say, oh, slaves couldn't read. That's a goddamn lie. We were mathematic, what you call that, geniuses. We knew the square root of this and that. You know what I mean? How we built these places if we couldn't read? The lies they tell you. Even when you down in the dirt, they say, nah, you weren't down in the dirt, you was in the mud. It's the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be in regular dirt, you gotta be in mud. Right. Not only you were a slave, but you couldn't read. But how the hell when they sent you to the store, you knew what kind of feed to get? You knew that this pass said that I could be out on this road at a certain time. Do you just going out there blind? Right, we was reading blueprints. We created a lot of the blueprints. That 12 years of slavery, that was just a little bit of them showing that, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
me, the best part of that movie, he got caught out there without the paper, without that paperwork, without the receipt.
Mm-hmm.
Thought he was hot shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Fine clothes.
right, and
you know, put that potato sack on it.
right, and then it goes to show you that we lost sense of loving one another. And that's what goes on today. That's what the politicians and the pastors and the people that's in Congress all because they better than me and you. They live better in a better neighborhood than me and you. They professionally, they think is better than us. They try to separate themselves from us. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? To look presentable to the oppressor, to bow and scrape and squander, and, you know, to have a position in the place where they'll never have a position in. You know what I'm saying? Degree don't mean shit. You went to school for 20 damn years and you still a nigga to them. You know what I'm saying? Best example, Oprah Winfrey. When she went to England, they told her, get that nigga out of here. She went in the store with it, get that nigga out. Niggas don't belong in here. You know what I'm saying? And she finally realized, you know what I'm saying? I said, how many buildings you got over here in America, and you look down on people, your own people, you know what I'm saying? You ain't built not one school in Chicago, but you got all kind of schools in Africa. Insane. For them fly-eating, piss, cow, bathing, you know what I'm saying? Monkey brain eating folks over there. When your city is suffering. She's from Mississippi. Yeah, she was from Mississippi. Even in Mississippi, she ain't doing that. You grew up and made your wealth in Chicago. You know what I mean? You got 3 billionaires from Chicago. Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jordan, Kanye West. Just think about what they could do with that money that they got for the city of Chicago, man. If they put that much effort into their own city instead of into other nations. Just think about it. The crime will go down. They can create jobs. They can make, you know, the living expenses better, make them projects a little better and everything like that. And the crime will go down in there. That lets you know that they don't care for each other. They don't give a damn. Go ahead.
Make more money.
They don't understand that. But guess what? They ain't gonna make more money because you want to know why? It's written in the money that they is making that you can't do nothing to help your people. You can't. You want to continue to eat off this table? You want to continue to work for Luther's janitorial? You know what I'm saying? You got to disown your folks. You better not. See what happened to Nick Cannon? He worried about the money more than his people. It went back to and apologized for something that he know is true. Coward. Keep going.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Look. You can't even let him be a part of nothing that you got going because he going to say he came up with this. He'll unalive you and make sure you don't show up so he can say, steal your patent. Just like the brother that came up with the engine that can run off water. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him no more. Even the brother that created the super soaker, the water gun. A black man created that. Where he at? You can't involve them in nothing that you got going on, man, especially if it's going to benefit your people or take you to another position to where you can help, you know what I'm saying, benefit your people. They don't want that. They is not having that. You know what I mean? They is not having that crap. The cotton gin. And that's how they made, like, you know, they workload easier. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ain't trying to make, because when you make the workload easier for you, it benefits you. It don't benefit them. It X's them out of everything. You know what I mean? That's what it do. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words.
Remember these words.
And be pricked therein.
Be who? Be who?
Prick.
Remember, let this sting in your soul. Seal it in your mind. Remember everything that I just said to you, because if you don't, what you see today is what happened with us forgetting who our enemy was. You know what I mean? Everything you see happening today is us forgetting and us getting lax on who our enemy was. You feel what I'm saying? Because if we kept that notion of, okay, well, these people are not our friend, these people are not our people to be trusted, we'll still have, you know what I'm saying, majority hands over everything. Hey, how about you shop at the thumb? You know what I'm saying? We'll still have control of all of our affairs. But guess what happened? They found one person that would listen to their lies. Michael King. Or Jamaica. Right. He wanted to have sex with white women. He wanted to be able to walk around town with his white woman proudly on his hand and not get chased out of town. So what did he do? Played right into their hands and then said, well, damn, I messed up. And then what they do? If it was so for white people coming together and joining together with us folks, why did they put a bullet in his head? I'm going to tell you one thing. If you want to find the hood in every city, just look up Martin Luther King Boulevard. They're going to take you right to the hood. Never fail. All the Martin Luther King Boulevards are in the hood. All of them. You don't ever see no Martin Luther King Boulevard in no white neighborhood.
Right.
They do that. They showed you that none of it works. They're your enemy from the beginning, and they're going to be your enemy to the end. None of it works. You try to join them, they still don't want you to join them. You try to separate from them. Oh, no, y'all niggas do too good over there when we ain't around y'all. What could you do? Only thing you could do is follow the Lord. Be on the Lord's side. And let the Lord fight for you. That's the only way you're going to be able to defeat this enemy. Because y'all seen what's going on. You was going to say something? So, right. Let me get the Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. We'll probably end it with this one. And this is just remember, just like that scripture said, remember this. For everybody that's in this class, man, y'all remember this. So y'all will know, like, don't ever forget who your enemy is. You know what I mean? Don't ever think that, you know, it's times have changed and it's all right, we ain't living like that no more. They showing you with these two cases, with the brother in South Carolina, young Cyrus, and the brother Carmelo Anthony right now, that times ain't changed. They just got more crafted with their wickedness against the Lord's chosen people. That's all they did. You got that?
The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Then what?
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Right. We standing in boldness when we go out down on the street corners and teach our people and tell the people that, you know what I'm saying, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. We standing in boldness right now in the ISUPK when we stand up to learn these things so we can warn our people. You know what I mean? To tell them what to do. We standing in boldness right now when we not following the oppressor's ways, not following his so-called holidays that put more money in his pocket and put us in a deeper hole. Y'all know that happens every time, from birthdays to the fake holidays. You know what I'm saying? It all ends up back towards making them more rich and keeping you more poor. Because you got to go to their stores and buy all this stuff that your kids want. And they make you feel like you bad parents when you don't do it. Keep going.
And make no account of his labor.
Make no account of his labors. Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're going to be troubled with terrible fear when we stand up and Christ come back. And they see that Christ is a black man. Know what I mean? When we stop celebrating the holidays and turn back to the Lord, they fear y'all. They fear y'all brothers. That are not afraid to stand up to the oppression that the white man is doing to the 12 tribes of Israel. They fear that. That's why they call y'all a hate group. Because y'all ain't in line with everybody else. Right. Go ahead.
They shall be troubled with great fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, they going, how the hell these niggas doing this? Why they not shooting and killing each other? Why they not smoking weed? Why they not leaving their children and their wives? Why they not doing this? Why they not doing that? What are they doing? Who they with? What God are they serving? You know what I mean? They don't know what y'all brothers up to. They know that y'all strong men in the Lord. They know that y'all ain't out there destroying your own people and y'all trying to help them and raise them up. Keep going.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of their salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
Right.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he, whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, this is the same people that we had in slavery. These are the same people that we was running over and unaliving and killing without no remorse. These are the same people that we turned against each other and that was shooting each other down and selling each other drugs and destroying each other, that was pimping their sisters out. And these are the same sisters that was taking their kids to the abortion clinics, having abortions and doing all that. These the same folks that we call nigger speaking heathen, nigger speaking savage. These the same people. Keep going.
We fools accounted his life badness.
We fools. They call themselves fools. Because they are just that. We fools accounted his life badness. Because of everything, the madness that they drove us to. When you see that brother sitting on the corner and he yelling at himself because he's so oppressed and he's so down on the liquor and everything, like the treatment that the white man done gave him so much, he's insane now. Go ahead.
We fools counted his life badness and his end to be without honor.
That's your mom. Go ahead.
How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints?
Read that one more time.
One time?
Yeah.
How is he numbered among the children of God?
How is he numbered among the children of God? How is he still alive and he's still around? He's still holding on to his faith and his hope. You know what I'm saying? How is it he's still like this? Go ahead.
And his lot is among the saints.
And his what?
And his lot is among the saints.
and his portion is among the saints. His spot, his place is among the saints. He's among the saints. The saints are the who? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know what I mean? The Lord's chosen people. They didn't think we was a no people because they are no people. Anybody know what verse that is?
Oh, that was the end of verse 5.
Keep going.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth,
Mm-hmm.
and the light of righteousness
Mm-hmm.
has not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
Right. They ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. Nothing of righteousness has never had nothing to do with the white man. Because he ain't righteous in none of his ways. None of his doing. Ain't nothing he did was good. It always was a place to put him in a better position, which is ruling over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Christ didn't come back to save white people. He came back to save the people that they was oppressed. Keep going.
We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness.
They did what?
We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness.
Go ahead.
And destruction.
And destruction. Wickedness and destruction. What? Who that? Who can you tie that to? That's your oppressor. That's all he known for. Wickedness and destruction. Everything he touches, he destroyed. Any plan that he advised is wicked as hell. Look at Donald Trump. He went over there and got the president of Venezuela in 6 minutes. He thought he was going to do that to them Iranians. Now he over there asking for help because them Iranians over there kicking their head. Oh, he's so big and he's so tough and this and that and this and that. Them Iranians ain't going for that. And he destroying America for his own agenda. Now the more oppressors that voted for him was like, man, I was fooled. I thought things was going to be better. He seemed like he was going to do this. He was going to do that. Man, that man lied to y'all. Let's say Trump made more money as president of the United States this time than he ever made in his whole life. Because he's stealing every damn thing. Keep going.
Yeah. We have gone through desert where they lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
They don't know the way of the Lord. What's that precept? Put on the precept to that right there. Anybody know?
He said, I got a question.
The precept to what? Read that part again.
We have gone through desert where they lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
They have not known it. Anybody know the precept to that?
Would you jump to Psalms 147:19? 147:19.
What it say?
Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Yeah, did what?
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Right. Perfect. That's it right there. They don't know the ways of the Lord because the Lord ain't never showed it to them. Know what I mean? That's also in 2nd Ezra 6:54. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't deal with these other nations. They as spittle. As a drop in the bucket. What verse? I said Salaki?
Go
ahead.
I was about to say I had another precept in Psalms. Could this be another one that tying to that?
Go ahead. What it say?
Book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth?
Mm. Yeah, you can put that along together because it's telling you. It's telling you that he don't deal with no other nation. Only blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why we in such a hell that we in, because we disobeyed the Lord. We got high in crime, high in what it is, diabetes, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. Diseases that's not mentioned in this book, that one scripture say, like AIDS and all this other stuff. Like, we being punished because we the one that disobeyed. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So with that, man, I'm gonna end the class, man. Thawada to everybody that, you know, tuned in and showed up, you know, everybody that's online. You know what I'm saying? Thawada, also Magazar, also Shabar, also Yawasab, Trooper Ratazar, the young man. What's your name again, brother? Young man Eric. Even got my bun in here. And Thawada to everybody that's online, you know what I'm saying? Yahabah Shem Shabrakatham to the brothers. Yahab Shemar Thabah Shem Rashah to the sisters. Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, Slocking and Officer Kamar too, online holding it down too. Thawada, appreciate it.
Con, sir.
All right. Shalom, Lord of Christ.
Shalom.